Now, would you believe that there is a Houston area community that is not Katy? It is not Woodland. It's actually a master planned community that just won 2024 Home Builder of the Year, and it was from the National Association of Home Builders, and it's Bridgeland in Cypress, and it is built by the Howard Hughes Corporation, the same developer behind the Woodlands. Okay, you guys are gonna love this. So now here's what we're gonna do. We are going to pull up this site and we're going to talk about why this place has everyone talking. So, hey, y'all, I am Shadrya Patton, your Houston area realtor, and welcome to this Move to Houston Live series. If you are watching right now, definitely say hey in the chat and tell me where you are tuning in from. So today we are going to explore Bridgeland, which is again in Cypress, Texas, a Houston suburb. We're going to explore that together, basically using their official website. That way you can follow right along if you would like. So now let's see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys to that website. Let's see. Okay, we're going to pursue the screen. Here we go. Now, here is the Bridgeland website right here. So let's see. Now, the official website is actually bridgeland.com. That's their official community website. It's going to sit in the Cypress area, and you are also going to get, let's see, it's about 30 minutes northwest of Houston, and it covers around 11,500 acres. There's also over 3,000 acres of lakes, trails, parks, and then we're going to go through basically this website just so you guys can see it. So let's click over to the Village Life. There are 4 different main villages here. We're going to go to this page right here. So the 4 different villages, you have Creekland Village, you have Prairieland Village, Parkland Village, and you have Lakeland Village. And you also have Bridgeland Central, which is more of their mixed use section. So in addition, hold on, let me pull this. There we go. Awesome blossom. Y'all give me a second. I think I'm in here correctly. Okay, cool stuff. So let's go through each of these. I guess we can see under. So this Creekland Village, this is, well, the first village. Let's talk about that. The first village was actually Lakeland, and that's actually the original section, and it was basically built around a lot of the lakes and parks and all of that other good stuff. So you can kind of come in here, and then you'll be able to kind of see some of the pictures that they have as well. Okay. Now, the next section that they have is Parkland. Again, same thing, full of parks and several like green spaces in here. Got your pool, you got all this good stuff in here. And once you go to these websites, you can kind of click around and see lots of different things. righty. So then let's see. The other one you're going to have, so really Prairie View and Creekland both, they're newer, more eco-friendly, and a lot of modern architecture. Now, each of those villages does have its own pool. It has its own playground place and its own amenity center. All of that, and is connected through miles and miles, again, of like the trails and lakes and all that other stuff. And again, that Bridgeland Central, you'll find restaurants there, you'll find retail, you have apartments there. So there's multifamily, as well as they still have single family options for you to purchase. So it's pretty freaking awesome. Alrighty. So again, all of Bridgeland, you got about 250 miles of parks and trails, and you got kayak launches, doggy parks, tennis courts, everything that you're looking for, you'll be able to find it. Bridgeland does have they'll host farmers markets, and they have concerts, monthly community events as well. So let's go to another section of their website, amenities. So here's some of the things: your activity center, your parks and recreation, pools and playgrounds, trails, all of that is going to be in here. And that's where you're going to find all those resort style pools, your fitness centers, all of that good stuff. Oh, also, they said that they actually have, there's more than like 30 classes each month. You'll find more than 30 classes, events, outings, and all of that. They actually have an activity director that helps you to kind of figure out and sort out what's going on there. So let's go down. I think we saw a second ago the schools and education section. Look, outstanding schools. Okay, so Bridgeland is zoned to the Cypress ISD. It is also, there's sections of it that are zoned to the Waller ISD, as well as Katy ISD. And I believe it is a section of the Prairieland community, or Prairieland village, that is actually zoned to the Katy ISD area. And now, one of the things I always tell people, once you're ready to go look at those schools, you always want to kind of double check and make sure that you are going to two different websites. You always want to go to the school district, but then in addition, you also want to go to the txschools.gov. So let me take you guys there. There we go. I knew I had all these up, and all of a sudden they were disappearing. All right, so let's see. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's go here. Make this bigger so that I can see. Here we go. There we go. It took me a second. All right. So this is the txschools.gov. Anytime you're looking at a community, you can always type in the address for the home you're looking for. That can at least give you a foundation. But for the most accurate information, you do want to go to the independent school district and even call that school directly, just to make sure that nothing has changed. But you can go in here and pretty much type in, Bridgeland, type in Cypress, Texas, if you wanted to, and then you'll be able to kind of see all of the information here. Okay, so definitely go do that when you have a chance, folks. Okay, definitely do that. Alrighty, so on the school, I think Bridgeland High School was back from 2017. So there's a lot of just different options there, but there's a lot of schools too. And once you kind of start going through that website again, you'll be able to see a lot of the different types of schools that are in the neighborhood. And they do have like an interactive map on their website. And you can kind of go to that as well to kind of see different things. So let's go back to their website because we're going to be on there anyways. Because a few more things I want to show you on there for sure. Alrighty. Okay, so once you get to this website, if you go under where it says schools, you'll have more information for the schools first. You're seeing the Cy-Fair. Here's some of the schools that are listed here. Then you have Waller ISD, some of the schools here, and then there's other learning opportunities that they're sharing with you. And always, I think I said this already, make sure that you verify the schools and the zoning with the actual school district and the schools just to make sure. Now, the other cool thing about this website is you're going to want to come here to kind of check out for all of the tax information, the MUD information, which is the municipal utility district, as well as your homeowner association dues. So one of the best sections of this website that I absolutely love is the home buyer information section right here. Okay, home buyer information. So you just click on this. Once you get there, you'll see a lot of information down here. So you'll see like maps, look at the interactive maps, and you'll be able to see like the different schools, things like that. They have all different types of interactive maps. You can actually click on some of them and you'll be able to even see some of the builders that are there. So proceed to the map down here. And it's loading right now. And let's see, right here, you'll be able to kind of it's pretty much giving you everything. Okay. And then future Prairieland Village. Like there's just a lot of information in here that you can kind of pull up and look at. It kind of switched out on you guys. Okay, so there's also going to be a community brochure right here that you can click on and download. And I'll drop some of these links in the description so you'll be able to go through here and check it out. You'll see your HOA rates as well as tax information as well here. So for the taxes, they are pretty much ranging from about, I think 3.0 to 3.4% was the taxes. And the HOA dues, they do vary by section. So some of them include lawn care, but they all include the full amenity access, okay? Ways that you can go through, also like in addition to that website, you can go to bridgelandwater.com, which is another website that you'll be able to go through, and you can see various information there. Let's go, let's see if I got that. Here's the website for you guys. That's the Bridgeland Water website. So you can always go to that website and check out some of the water information. That's for water and for drainage information for sure. Okay. So let's talk about, I want to give y'all some information on like the home builders and the pricing. I'm going to drop this link as well down here. Stop that one. So let's add this right here. Okay, so I'm going to drop this link so you can kind of go in here. But this right here is the website that I use to kind of show people what type of new construction is here. So in this area of Bridgeland, this neighborhood, what you're going to find, are you guys seeing it? You're not even seeing it, are you? Let's go here, remove, and then share. Here we go. I think y'all see it now. So I'm going to drop this link for you so you can see all of the new construction options that are available for you. So some of the builders that you have out here, you're going to find Highland Homes. They have 40 to 60 foot lots starting around like in the 380s or more. You have Perry Homes, 45 to 70 foot lots. David Weekley, they're around 4,500. You got Chesmar, which starting around the 390s. You got Beezer Homes, and you have Newmark Homes as well as Tri-Point Homes. So you'll be able to click kind of through here. There's two different ways you can look at it. You can look at the home section or you can look at the communities. Personally, I prefer the communities because then it's kind of a more of a higher level and you can see the full price range, and then you can dip through there and see kind of what you want. Now, there's other ways I can actually send you homes directly. So if you want me to send you some directly, just let me know and I am happy to do that as well. All righty, let's see if I missed anything on there. Okay. Oh, and you know what? If you live in Bridgeland, drop the section that you live in, drop the village that you live in, and even drop like who your builder is. We'd love to know who everybody's choosing for sure. So let's now take some time to talk about maybe commute times and how you are still connected when you decide to move to Bridgeland. So let's just go to, I guess, keep it simple. Let's go to Google Maps or something like that. All right, let's see. Because I could easily do that one. Okay, so let's look at Bridgeland compared to, see, y'all can see the full screen. Here we go. Alrighty, so, okay, so some of the main places that you're gonna go. Let's say you're in Bridgeland and you wanna go to the Galleria area, right? Because a lot of people work in the Galleria and a lot of people just kind of wanna go there for the weekend, whatever, for dinner. You know, it is what it is. So from the Gallerias, from Bridgeland to the Galleria, you're looking at about 35, 40 minute commute time if you're working out that way. If you are, let's say you are going to downtown, let's say you work downtown, let's put in a specific place. Let's say the Marriott Marquis Hotel downtown. Let's say you work near there. You're looking at about 40 minutes. It's a Sunday today, so there's something in red, so something must have happened. But anyways, either way, you're looking at about like 40 to 50 minutes if you're commuting to downtown from Cypress. Obviously, rush hour is a whole different game out here in Houston, so y'all know how that goes. Let's say that you are working in the Heights or you have a friend in the Heights. Houston Heights right there, because the Heights is booming and the Heights is growing, right? You're only looking at about 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes just to get to the Heights. That is not bad at all. That's a great commute time. Let's say you're flying out somewhere, you got a business trip or you're going to visit some family to IAH. You're looking at about a 45 minute to an hour drive going to Bush Airport. The other major airport out here in Houston area is the Hobby Airport, which is my favorite. And still you're looking at about around an hour commute time. Okay, so those aren't bad commutes. That at least kind of gives you an idea of what that looks like for you. Now, let's see what other things. Oh, sometimes people just want to know, what to expect in the community, what is going on out in Bridgeland. I can show you some things. I got a couple of favorite websites. So, let's look at those right there. So here's a few websites that you guys might be interested in. You can go to any of these websites, look for Cypress or whatever city that you are interested in, and you'll find some pretty cool stuff. So a couple of things that you got going on out here. Let's go to the community impact website first. I don't even know if I still have it up. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. Okay. Can you see it? Can you see it? I hope you can. Okay, so you can enter in your email address right there and you'll start getting some of this information. But in here, you can kind of scroll through here and you can just see kind of what's going on out in the Cypress area. Some of it will be other areas, but it does try to kind of keep things, strictly to Cypress. And you can go and you can click and see, okay, what's going on, business wise, development wise, like there's a lot of Cypress basically is growing. So there's a lot of businesses that are going out there, as well as a lot of new things have happened there recently that have brought different jobs, as well as different, new hospitals, new apartments, which is pretty much typical of Houston. So you're seeing a lot of growth out there, as well as at Bridgeland Central. There's a lot going on there too, which is right in the vicinity that you're going to be in. Okay, so you can go to this website. You can go to, what was it called? Cypress Digest. Yep. Cypress Digest. Right here. You can go to this website and see a lot of cool information. So, alrighty. So I don't know. Honestly, like Bridgeland is beautiful. You do have a lot of the award-winning schools. You got beautiful homes, all of that. So you just have a lot of really awesome information out there, or different things that you can do out there for sure. Okay, so let's take this off of here. All righty, y'all. So, okay, let's talk about some pros, considerations, and maybe even some buyer tips if you're thinking about even moving out here to the Bridgeland area. So let's talk first about the pros of Bridgeland. Again, just to recap, really, because I've kind of mentioned some of these, but you do have your resort style pools or resort style amenities and pools. You have strong schools, the top builders, David Weekley, my favorite, but there's so many other ones that you can choose from. And there's lots of growth out there. So that's one of the main pros. As far as like considerations, there's ongoing construction because it's building. So that can be kind of frustrating sometimes, to people. Let's see, you got more traffic because it's growing, right? And maybe they haven't finished doing everything they need to do with the streets and everything. So, and then you also have the HOA fees that vary, but that's normal for Houston master-planned communities. So it's okay. You know what I mean? You'll survive that. I promise you. Some other things you can do, some just tips. First, you can call me 713-835-2928. Okay. Always, you feel free to call me. You can, go to that welcome center. There is a welcome center there. So go to that welcome center and then you can kind of see a little bit more about Bridgeland. Verify your MUD taxes, which is your municipal utility district. Verify those fees because it's important. It could add up, right? Check out the taxes. Go to the HCAD, HCAD.gov or .org. What is it? Let me see. Basically, it's the Harris County Appraisal District website. Go to that. Double check that. Those are things that might, frustrate you a little bit if you're not aware of it. You know what I mean? And so I'll drop that link along with, there's another one where you can actually like see the tax bill for the houses. I'll drop that as well. So feel free to go in there. And then ask the builder, like, what's included standard versus what are considered upgrades. Like, those are the types of things you want to look. Or just call me again, 713-835-2928, and I can send you the information that you need easily. Or I'll go over there with you. That way you kind of have somebody, or at least the right person, on your side and advocating for you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Another thing. Sometimes people ask me, how does it compare? How does it compare to this community or that community? I mainly Sienna because I'm down south, right? So, anyways, think of it like the Woodlands. Like I said, it's the same developer. So think of it as the Woodlands is older, it's denser, and it's completely built out, right? But then you have Sienna, which is down in Fort Bend, and that's built by Johnson Development, which is a different developer, but it's more like traditional, like country club style lifestyle, and so. Or living, I guess, and it's just different, right? And then you have Bridgeland. Bridgeland still, it offers that Howard Hughes like planning, more modern vibe, shorter commutes if you're working and doing everything on the north side. So you have options there. And so just make sure you are checking out your options. Alrighty. So again, if you were thinking about moving to the Houston area, I am Shadrya, your Houston area realtor. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. And this is Bridgeland. I think I'm going to talk about Harvest Green next time. So we'll give you some more information about that. So you guys have a wonderful day and happy Sunday.